Hey guys. Okay, so I found this podcast that Isaiah and Summer made on the SD card from the podcast equipment, and you're gonna want to watch this or listen to it.
Yeah.
You guys didn't record video though,
No.
so what you're gonna have I found pictures, little mini videos like over the years that we've known Summer.
Wow, you worked hard on this.
I did,
This is like found
but it's
footage,
it's
and you worked
so
hard on it.
freaking awesome. You guys are gonna love it. So you guys did a best friends tag.
Yeah.
I
She
mean,
looked up,
biggest fears, first kisses,
the juicy stuff.
the juicy, and then the end is gonna restore your faith in youth of today's world. It's that good. You're gonna enjoy it. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys
We were just messing around.
you guys just mesh well. You guys are good friends. So enjoy.
We're gonna record this one. We'll see if he finds this on the.
I bet you it's going to be the first thing he sees.
Okay, so you have repeated again. What do you have? For
I
us?
have a list of questions.
Okay, and it's best friends tag.
It's a best friend tag. Yep.
Okay, I'm excited. All
I
right,
am
so
too.
me and Summer, let's do it, folks.
All right. Ready? First question. What is my full name?
Summer Rose Magliochetti.
Nice.
Thank you. What is my full name?
Isaiah Asa Moss.
Wow, look at us, besties.
Besties for the resties. Okay. What state was I born in?
State. You were born in Florida.
I was.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get this one right for you.
Okay.
Oregon?
Wrong.
Wrong.
I believe I was born in Virginia.
You don't even know?
No.
Why do I think
I
Oregon?
think North Carolina, Virginia, something like that.
Well,
Maybe it's South Carolina.
maybe.
It's one of those three, I know for sure.
Okay.
What's the next question?
Birthday.
What's my birthday?
Is your birthday October 16th? Am I wrong? I'm wrong.
No,
aren't I?
you're right.
Oh,
And that stresses me out because
am.
I have no idea when your birthday is.
Okay. That sucks.
When is your birthday, Summer?
Take a guess. It just happened. Not too long ago. You were with me on the
I'm
date
an
of my
idiot.
birthday.
I'm an idiot. That was, when was that?
God, you suck.
Wow.
June 7th.
June 7th was the birth date.
Wow, we are not besties for the resties.
Apparently not.
That's kind of rude. It's fine. Okay. What's one food I couldn't live without?
I mean, coffee's a food, technically.
Coffee's a drink.
Nah, it comes from coffee beans. Beans are edible. Edible, that means it's food.
How many times
That's-
did you say edible?
Edible.
I don't know what's one food you could live without.
I'm not sure either.
But
Shout out to Brayley from the Wee family. I don't know either, honestly. I think I'm pretty good with most
Okay.
foods.
All right.
Maybe a 4 for 4 from Wendy's. That would suck.
Oh, okay. All right.
That would
I
hurt
feel
my
that.
feelings.
I feel that. What food do I hate?
What food do you hate? Cotton balls.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
You're not following in line with these questions.
Cotton balls.
Isaiah, stop. That's the worst. This is the worst podcast ever recorded.
It's okay. It's okay. We're doing great. I don't know what foods you hate, actually. I have no idea.
Yours would be a tomato.
Tomato. I do have tomato. Hey, Summer. Did I ever have the chicken pox?
No.
No. And you didn't either.
Nope.
Good job.
Nice.
That was an easy one. That was pretty much 50-50. Who was your first boyfriend or girlfriend?
I've never had an actual boyfriend.
Oh. It's not funny because
Nobody's
it's true.
been lucky enough yet.
Oh, You're right. Let them know.
Do I get to answer yours?
Who's my first?
Was it Riley?
It was Riley.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
100%. Shout out to Riley. Not gonna say your last name on the podcast. You never know. Maybe I'll post that one day.
Gosh.
This best friends podcast. Do we have any inside jokes?
Yeah, I think we have a couple inside jokes.
Yeah. Big friends guy.
Huge French guy.
Yeah. Do I want kids? If so, how many?
I think you do.
Okay.
I don't know how
many
many.
kids?
I don't think we've ever talked about that.
No, probably not for me.
How many kids do you want?
I think 2.
2?
2 would be a modest number of
Nice.
kids. Yep. Yeah. How about you?
I want all the children.
All the children?
Yeah.
You know, like, what is it, Sandra Bullock? Doesn't she have like a bunch of adopted kids from like Kenya or something?
I got
She
no
keeps
idea.
adopting kids.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's her.
that sounds like fun.
I don't think you could like financially support that. That's not an easy job.
No,
No. I don't know. Hey.
not right now. You'd
No,
work.
no, I
Hopefully, I'll be financially stable to be able to do that.
Fair enough. What is my greatest fear?
Does this go along the lines of like worst way to die?
No, I think greatest fear is a little bit different because for me it's more of a mental thing.
Okay. So what's your greatest fear?
I think just the embarrassment and like along those lines of like embarrassing myself, and I know this is not an original idea, but like failure, really, that's a fear of
fair.
mine. Yeah, I think for you your biggest fear is cotton balls.
Okay, yeah. But my biggest fear is watching somebody I hate. It's wrong words. My biggest fear would be to watch somebody I love, something bad happen to them.
Right.
Like that
Wow,
scares the
that's
crap
so
out of
much
me.
worse.
Like I think, like I don't think about it, but like thinking about the future and stuff like that and people not being around because of certain things, it scares the crap out of me.
That's true. Wow. Yeah, I think it's hard to imagine a life without the people that you have right now.
Right. And in my experience, I've never had to lose anybody.
Wow.
So
Oof,
that scares me.
that was a tough one.
You're welcome for that.
Thank you.
Hit you in your feelings.
What kind of wedding do you want?
I kind of want a big wedding.
Big wedding?
Yeah. I don't like
where at? Locate like
not a beach.
destination wedding?
No. Not
No?
a destination.
You want a
wedding.
church wedding?
No.
I mean a synagogue wedding?
You're such a dork. No.
She's Jewish. There wasn't actually a joke there.
I don't know what kind of wedding I want, but I want a lot of people there.
Yeah. All your friends?
Every single one. These are them.
Gosh, you're hilarious, Summer. Seriously. So funny. Who was your first kiss?
This boy named Jack.
Jack.
Who's your first kiss?
Who do you think?
Riley.
Uh-huh. Did I tell you how we had our first kiss?
No.
Yeah, we were watching Suicide Squad.
Okay. In the movies?
In the movies.
Okay.
In the movie theater. Really cliche.
Right.
I was all about that. And it was planned.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, I told her beforehand that I wanted to kiss. And I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll do the cliche thing in the movie theater. And she was like, haha. And then I did it. And
look at you.
Yeah, it was pretty awful, actually. I was not a good kisser. I mean, I haven't had any experience since then.
Right.
So I
That's funny.
don't think it's going to be any better.
Gotcha.
Looking for ladies. Hit me up. I'm not a good kisser. So Jack, what's the deal with that? Were you playing spin the bottle?
No, I went on a Keys trip my freshman year of high school.
That's right. I remember this story.
And we spent like a week there. And at the end of the trip, and we spent time with this other family that we met there. There's a boy my age there, and his name was Jack. And the last day, he kissed me goodbye. Never seen Jack ever again in my whole entire life.
Really?
Right.
Maybe he's looking for you right now. He's like, where's Summer? I'm just trying to look for Summer. Summer loving.
Oh, my God. Okay, ready?
Happens so fast.
If I were to win the lottery, what is the first thing I would buy?
Probably you'd pay for college in Jacksonville.
My first thought was to pay off all my school.
Yeah, pay off college.
Yep.
100%. What is the first thing I would buy, do you think?
Something camera related, I feel like. In this, like right this second.
I disagree.
Really?
Some form of transportation.
Interesting. That's fair, I guess.
Like electric. I really would like an electric bike because I'm looking at them right now actually, and there's a lot of options, a lot of different options. I'm leaning towards the cheaper option because it's cheaper, but I would totally go for like the one that's $1,000 more if I could.
Right.
I just don't have that kind of cash right now, so
that makes sense.
Yeah. So do you really like Jacksonville?
I really do.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think that there's a lot to do. It's huge.
It is crazy how big it is. Like I go other places and they're like,
right,
yeah,
like
this
my
is our
hometown.
right.
It's so different.
And there is stuff there, but it's like a completely different world here.
Yep.
Like there's different parts of this city, and it's like, oh my gosh, like like just where we used to live and where we live now, it feels like we're on a different
Right.
state. You know, like,
100%.
it's kind of crazy to think about the fact that we're in the same city, just on the different side.
Right. And it could be totally different.
Exactly. I think it's kind of cool. You get a lot of variation, and as a photographer and everything, it's really nice because I have so many options, so many places I can go for photography, which is really fun.
That is nice. I think that you'll still have that in the mountains too, though.
I agree. It's just finding that drive and like the searching for like inspiration is a bit hard for me sometimes because I so easily get stuck in the humdrum of it. Of like, okay, this is how I take photos, and I'll take the same photo over and over and over and over. And so I tend to do that a lot, which is, you know, not the best move. But is there anything you're excited about for going back to New York?
I'm excited for a schedule. I'm excited to get into a routine of things. I'm excited to work out. I'm excited for school, actually. I'm getting into a lot more major classes.
Yeah.
So I think that it's going to be more interesting and not feel like it's just busy work and that I'm doing this just to get it done, but to actually sit there and learn.
Yeah, I think it
nice.
sucks when you're like, where is my money even going?
Right, exactly.
So like, you know, I'm taking these classes that I don't need. When am I going to need like advanced calculus in my ABA job? Like, that really sucks.
Or intro to theater class. Why
Right,
am I going to
intro to
need that?
Right. I'm like, who am I acting for?
Exactly. So I'm excited for that. I'm definitely going to take more opportunities to explore the city more, I think. I didn't get to do that a lot last year just because I was so overwhelmed of it being New York City and not wanting to do things on my own or using excuses to, like, volleyball. Like, I have volleyball. I can't do this today. And I also want to volunteer more. I found a couple more places that I can go and volunteer at, and I think that will make my time there a lot happier.
That's really cool. I like that. Like, so it's funny. Me and you are very different in that I like to do things on my own. I like to go out and explore and see things. And you're not necessarily, I don't think you're much of that kind of person. So
No. The social anxiety gets me at that point.
I understand that completely. But yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I love going out and doing a photo shoot by myself. I haven't done that in a few weeks, like well over a month, I think. And it's eating at me.
I'm
a little
definitely
bit.
getting better.
Living
in the city, I think that's something that I've learned to do a little bit more.
I think I've seen it as well, where you can be on your own a little bit more.
Yeah.
Which is cool because that's a hard thing to do for a lot of people.
Right.
So
what's a favorite memory we share?
So it's funny, we've talked about this a lot, and I never really know specifics.
One day, right? Like,
One day.
can't pick one specific memory.
So, you know, we end up doing a lot of the things that we do, like, okay, we're going to go make a Dunkin' run.
Right.
And it's like our 50th Dunkin' run of the week.
Yes.
And, you know, we really do a lot of those things a lot, I think. And it seems like we're repeating ourselves over and over. But every time it's kind of fun. I really enjoy it.
I agree. I honestly, like, it sounds stupid, but anytime Abbie's with us too.
Yeah.
Like, even if we're just here hanging out the house, we find fun things to do.
Right. And we are always making dumb jokes about something.
Right.
Right now, like in recent memory, I think the TikTok making is really fun.
That is a lot of fun.
It's just something stupid. And like, so you're one of those people, when you laugh at something, it is the funniest thing that you have ever experienced in your life. And so, I don't know. I never find the jokes as funny as you do until I hear your laugh. And it's the funniest thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like it wasn't even that great. But like you're sitting there just crying and it makes me laugh
because
so
I
hard.
keep replaying the same funny thing over and over again in my
and
head.
I
It's
get
not
it.
like that was funny. It's like, holy crap, that was funny. Let's keep replaying it so that we could keep laughing.
Right. And I don't know. You're a funny person, I think.
Wow, thank you. You're funny too. You're the reason I'm laughing.
So yeah, it's different. I don't have a lot of friends that will laugh that hard at something that I think is like mediocrely funny. So I'm like, oh man, I feel really good about myself now.
Right. And then, but we also have that balance of like, dude, shut the heck up.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about. And it goes both ways, 100%.
Yeah, I see that for sure.
I love being in the car with you and Ab too, though. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think. So yeah, as far as memories, like I said, it's not one specific. I think our car rides are the best.
Agreed.
When we're in the car with Abbie and she's just hype. So it's funny, like when it's just summer and it's fun too. You know, looking back and like seeing Abbie just act a fool in the back seat is really, really cute, cool. So that's a lot of fun too. I think that adds a lot.
Right, and I think that we all have a good time because we work well together when we're with her. Like when we're watching her, we work like a well-oiled machine. It's not like we always have it down pat. You know what I mean? Neither of us are ever stressed really because we know that we have each other there. So it's not as like, oh my God, is she okay? Oh my God. Like it's more of hanging out and spending time together.
And that's really how I felt when, so I was kind of comparing like VidCon to Playlist Live. Okay. Playlist Live, I was by myself and you could see like, if you watch the video, it was really scary for me.
Right.
It was, I had some pretty bad anxiety going on and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is super hard.
Because one, you're frustrated because you're like, come on, Ab, let's go. But then on another note, you're like, oh, like.
I just want to sit there. I just want to sit in the middle of the floor with her and just chill, but we can't because like she's having, a meltdown in the middle of Playlist in this hotel and it's like really, really tough. Mm-hmm. And so to have someone else there, to have not a relief because Abbie's not this burden.
Right, not at all.
But she is doing her own thing. And so, when she's doing that, like it's so much easier to have some help and really it's just a relief for your emotions, I think.
Right.
And having someone else there that really gets it because as much as I remember somebody squatted down with me and they were like, because Abbie grabbed onto his backpack and pulled him down to the ground.
Oh, really?
And was kind of holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember he actually found me later on at Playlist, like a few days later, and was like, hey, man, you did great the other night. And it made me feel awesome, because...
Because you were trying your hardest. It's not like you gave up.
I was sitting there sweating in the middle of the lobby like I do, because Abbie's like freaking out a little bit and I was freaking out a little bit and we ended up taking the stairs up like 10 flights because of that. So it's way nicer when you have someone else there who understands it and who has a lot more experience than the average person.
The average Joe.
The average Joe in that hotel. So yeah, it definitely felt a lot better when we were at VidCon and it was me and you walking around with her. And, you get somebody to bounce ideas off of and everything like, hey, do you want to go do this? Do you want to go do this? And like, we didn't have to go up to the room to use the bathroom like I did with her because I'm not going to take her into the guy's bathroom with me.
No, not at all.
So
she's a handful in the bathroom. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was kind of nice though, taking her up to the room and having an entire room. Like, even if she runs out naked, where's she going to go?
She's not going to be in the middle of VidCon.
Exactly. I really like the fact that Abbie has kind of brought everybody together. Mm-hmm. So I know I talked to you earlier today. We had our party, with all the camp leaders today from Camp I Am Special. And I was talking to you about how, like, I have two groups of friends, it feels like. I have my friends who get it, and they're like, yeah, Abbie has autism, and it's, it's whatever, and then we're going to hang out with Isaiah. And then I have these friends from camp who I can hang out one-on-one with, but I also really feel like they can hang out with Abbie, and I love that feeling. Like, and then
because as much as you feel like your friends from school who haven't been, or friends from wherever haven't been exposed to it, even if they are cool with it and they're totally fine, they're not as comfortable around her, like or around anybody with disabilities in that matter, just because they've never been exposed to it. And it's not their fault, but when you're around people who have been around it a lot of their lives, it's a lot easier to relax yourself.
Absolutely. And I feel, and I'm with other people and I have Abbie around, it's like, you almost feel like you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Right. And that's a really hard thing I struggle with, is just realizing like, hey, Abbie's going to do her thing and that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. But when I have other friends around, I'm like, who don't know autism and don't know that world the way, like camp people do, it's super stressful for me. Not super stressful, but it is a little stressful to say like, well, I hope that she doesn't go sit on their lap, or I hope she doesn't do this, this, and this. And so like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying, but like...
Well, like, okay, so is this kind of where you're going? Like, the other day, your dad and I were talking, we're like, can you believe that, like, you know us, is what he said? And I'm like, no, I can't. Because if Abbie didn't have autism, there's really no way our lives would have crossed.
Absolutely. And it's funny you say dad, because I walked out right after that conversation with you. I was taking the trash out. And dad and I stopped, and he was like, hey, I think it's really cool that you have that you and Abbie have the same connection with something. Mm-hmm. Like you guys have a mutual bond with these people, and it's so cool that you guys have something that you can really connect to together, because there's so many things that Abbie and I do separately. She does her therapy and I do my football, and she does, she wants to do this, this, and this, and I have other things that I want to do, and I have my own friends, and so it's really awesome to have that mutual connection.
Totally.
And we can enjoy something together, and it's not like a stressful situation where we're one-on-one.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah. Well, thank you so much. This was fun. I had a good time. We just talked for 20.
I think
5
that
minutes
we're
or
going to
so.
get better.
Yeah, I
as we
agree.
go.
I think we did pretty good, honestly.
I think so too. I think it was, yeah, I think so.
Like, we got some questions to get us rolling, and then we really just talk about our experiences with Abbie, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's what it's going to be about.
Half the time, that's all we talk about anyway. So even when we're on our own and not in front of a mic. So.
Bada bing, bada boom.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Summer. You got it on video. Really smart.
Siblings, 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 siblings. This is my sister.
This is my brother.
We are siblings and we care for each other. Everything we own,
We always share
because we are siblings and we have the same hair.